great players, they have a great organization, and you tell them one thing.
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also make sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every time I post a video just like this one. With that being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. So the Las Vegas Raiders in day 3 of the NFL draft got very aggressive and ended up trading up in 3 different occasions today. First, we traded up to the 104th overall selection and we addressed the cornerback position. The Raiders selected corner Jakorian Bennett out of Maryland, and ultimately GM Dave Ziegler added some speed to this roster. We added speed yesterday on offense by drafting the slot wide receiver speedster Trey Tucker, and today we add speed to the cornerback room. Jakorian Bennett ran a 4.3 40-yard dash, and looking at his tape, he also plays pretty fast as well, which is something crucial because every year there are some players who show out in the NFL Combine and have amazing 40-yard dash times, but a lot of them, when you look at the film, they don't look fast on that field, and at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. Bennett has good ball skills as well at his position and does good in man-to-man coverage. And also I saw him playing some snaps in the slot, but primarily he was on the outside. He also has decent size for a cornerback at 6 foot, 185 pounds, and I think Patrick Graham got an overall good addition to this defense. The only noticeable flaw I saw that he could definitely improve in the run support, but after that the Raiders then went ahead and addressed the quarterback position, which is something we most definitely need, especially with having an injury-prone cornerback like Jimmy Garoppolo and having a really old veteran in Brian Hoyer. The Raiders traded up 9 spots to select quarterback Aiden O'Connell out of Purdue University. And I'm gonna be honest, I do not like this pick. Now look, I don't mind us taking a quarterback, but I think we did not have to trade up for O'Connell. And personally, I think there were other quarterbacks on the board that I would have preferred personally. But the Raiders ended up taking a quarterback, and they chose a quarterback who was a more prototypical Josh McDaniels, I guess you could say a Patriot way type of quarterback in Aiden O'Connell. Overall, I think O'Connell's a decent quarterback. He's not terrible, but he's also not a guy I was super excited about going into this draft. Personally, I would have much preferred a more mobile style quarterback like maybe a Dorian Thompson-Robinson, but Josh McDaniels got his style quarterback for this type of offense. O'Connell overall has good accuracy. I felt like he excelled in the 10 to 20 yard range in between the hashes type of throws, but he also has the ability to make a lot of NFL throws, but he needs to be much more consistent and needs to work on his decision making as well. Ultimately, I think he will be a guy that will hold that clipboard on the sideline for a year or two, and Josh McDaniels will be heavily involved in his developmental process. And at pick 170, the Raiders traded up once again to address the safety position, and we selected safety Christopher Smith out of Georgia. He is 5'11", 195 pounds. He's regarded for being a high IQ football player, and he only allowed 1 touchdown pass, playing in over 530 snaps last season. I still need to watch some film on him, but it seems like the Raiders got someone who can definitely contribute and provide valuable depth to our much needed safety room. And in the 6th round, the Raiders finally addressed the linebacker position. The Raiders selected linebacker Amari Burney out of Florida University. Also, another fun fact is that he is related to current cornerback on the team, Brandon Faison, so that's cool. And also, I think one thing to keep in mind is our general manager Dave Ziegler was present at one of the Florida games this past season, so maybe he saw something from him in that game that influenced his decision to select him. He is also a player that fits the overall theme of most of these draft selections this year, and that is the versatility he provides. He's a more of a hybrid linebacker with good speed, and more than likely he'll be a nickel linebacker for this team. He can also play some snaps at safety as well if needed. As I said, he is versatile. He started off his career with Florida on the defensive line, moved to the safety spot, and then ultimately the linebacker position. And last but not least, the Raiders, with our final draft selection, we chose defensive tackle Nesta J. Silvera out of Arizona State. He is 6'2", 304 pounds and has massive strength, and he is supposed to be good against the run. He very likely isn't going to be much help in terms of rushing the quarterback, but when it comes to the trenches, especially at the defensive tackle position, I don't mind the depth. The Raiders now have 3 young defensive tackles in Neil Farrell from last year's draft, Byron Young, Alabama defensive tackle, and now Jade Silvera. So hopefully one of these guys can pan out for us at this position. So when it comes to day 3, the final day of the NFL draft, I like the picks except for quarterback Aiden O'Connell. Just personally, he's not my style of quarterback. There were other quarterbacks that I was much more excited about, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal, as more than likely the Raiders may get much more aggressive next year in the draft for an early round quarterback. That draft class is supposed to be much more loaded with quarterback talent. But Raider Nation, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of day 3 of the draft for the Las Vegas Raiders. Comment down below. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.